Okay, I'll put this over. Doesn't really matter. Does it really matter anymore? No, it doesn't really matter anymore where I put this. I'll put this here. Let's go down. Let's go down too. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry, piano. I love you.
Love you too.
We'll talk later. I have to work on my ventriloquism or belly talk. Got the light, got the star of Bethlehem right over my head. Everybody, move over there. This is better framing. Okay. I'll get that later. Look, Ma, I got coronated. I'm like the clown prince of Bel Air. Off to a running start. In the Corny island of my mind's hindsight, the mind-body divide does jello shots. These are gelid times, and yet impossible to freeze frame. While I got lost hunting champignons, I bumped into my mother. I should have known. Lost is the new motherland. And she buzzed my phone as if still searching for her mother lode. Will there be a morale to this sorry story? Let's get a cup. No, yeah, here. Let's go get a cup of Joe. Joe? 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 Sorry, I was just playing a game with myself. It's called Name That Tuner. Wow. We'll add a laugh track later. I've been making coffee with cinnamon sprinkled in the grounds. My father was laid in the ground, but he'd already gotten sprinkled when he was baptized. Cornelius was his name, although his barber shop was Neil's. He used to love cinnamon if memory and rice pudding served. The Low German word for it is Cornea. You try spelling it. Cornoil? Cornea? But you try eating your cornflakes at breakfast while Corny ate his sardines. I may have seen his ghost unless it was those goddamn clowns. Heart on my sleeve makes my eyes too pop. I sat at his bedside, close enough to take his blood pressure off the cuff, and held his hand. And even though it was hard to tell if he was even conscious, he grasped mine. It's made me wonder ever since what or who there was to grasp. I'm always grasping at the straws I draw from the stage. When my youngest sibling arrived, she asked my dad if he was thirsty. Getting no answer, she picked up the jellied shot of water from the bedside table and held its straw to his mouth. But maybe he didn't want people to think that he sucked, so he didn't have any. Antioxidants, man, that was his cup of tea. Somewhere behind the cornea lies the eyeball, filled with a clear jelly called the vitreous humor. My stained glass is a well over half full of vitrail, but it's my mother who's been feeling more and more lost. He came back. You see, she used to be the one whose needs my father lived to serve. I feel a little lost too. I mean, where's the guy whose ethereal sounds I always compare to Neil Young? What's his name? What's the point now of mentioning Cinnamon Girl? And without him, who will know me from someone who can't carry a note? This note's for you, Mom. And as you know, carrier of the mother tongue, please note that note is the German word for need. But back to me. Segue. My father used to ask, does the acorn fall far from the tree? My question is, does the acorn not stand in and stand tall for the oak it fell from? Or is that up to my optometry? While enduring cold and bitterness, it was the memory of feminine wiles that melted me. I'm just my own excerpt from the Corny island of my mind's hindsight, which is just the title of a book loaned to me by someone else whose father died, someone else who was born on my dad's birthday. So if the suit fits, naked you come and naked you leave this world. In sin and error pining is still one of my favorite lines. So we buried him in pine. To me, the present is my Christmas tree. And that's where I'll leave it.